Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I am plumbobd and today we are building a limited pack build for one of my subscribers. This was on a subscriber request. I actually got the request on TikTok on one of my videos. It was this girl who asked me if I could build a house using only Seasons and Cats&Dogs, which are of course the two most popular expansion packs we have. And I was like, yeah, sure, I can for sure build a house for you with limited packs. So this is also a break from our typical Oasis Springs rebuild series, and we are building in the world of Brindleton Bay, which is the world that came with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, because of course Seasons did not come with any world, which is a shame in my opinion. If you haven't seen my opinion about Seasons, you can look at it in my short section. I did a short explaining why I don't like Seasons as an expansion pack, which might be a little more of an unpopular opinion, but I think it's interesting to see. Like, you don't want to always hear about how Seasons is the best expansion pack we've gotten so far, because in my opinion it is not. But anyway, this is a house with, as I said, limited packs. It's not at all a budget house. I think it ended up being around 100,000 simoleons. But the girl did not ask me for a budget build, so I just went crazy and built whatever I wanted. I of course tried to build in a style that would fit with the world, so you see more rounded roofs, typical. I think this style of architecture is more like Dutch colonial, and instead of going for the siding or just shingles like everyone does in Brindleton Bay, went for bricks on the lower floor and then shingles on the upper floor. The floor plan is let's say a more closed off floor plan, just because I felt like it would work better for this house, and I don't usually build closed type floor plans. I typically like more open floor plans, but this is a nice break from the usual. Now, for the future, I am gonna pre-record 3 videos. The one that's gonna come out on Friday, which, well, it's not actually pre-recorded, I will just do it as usual. But next week's video are gonna be pre-recorded, just because next week I am moving to Spain finally, and therefore I will have to adjust to the new life, figure out how to get to the gym, how to get to university, where is the best place to shop for groceries, if there is any farmers market, and so on. So I think I will need probably a week to adjust, and therefore I will pre-record videos. I have in mind I have a lot of ideas for Oasis Springs. It's probably gonna be all Oasis Springs rebuild series. I want to build the house for the runaway mom that we built last week, and I am gonna link it for you. Link the video of the runaway teen, not runaway teen, it's a runaway mom house that I built last Friday. I will link it for you in the cards up in the corner probably now. I want to build a house for those parents, and I already made the parents, but just like really quickly, did not pay much attention to their character, to their facial features or their style, and just like did a sketch of what I want them to look like. But yeah, they are of course mean, probably, I don't know if I can say the word, car race. I hope you know what I want to go for. And so yeah, those are the parents, and that's gonna be one of the builds probably coming out on Friday. Yes, so that build is gonna be in the Caliente neighborhood, and it's gonna be in the like a Mediterranean style, a typical Mediterranean style, similar to what we did for Eliza Pancake's sister If you haven't watched that video, that was a really nice build I made. I will link that also for you in the cards up in the corner now. Then on Tuesday we are probably gonna continue on with this family, because I want the wife of the couple to own an emporium, and it's gonna be instead of the gym in Oasis Springs, in the like, let's say, commercial district. And I'm not sure if I want to make it like a bridal shop or just a clothing shop in general. We will see, but it's gonna be there. So those are the two videos I have planned, and with that we have finished the storyline of this runaway mom. And then I have some ideas. First, I want an alien to live in Oasis Springs, so I will probably build a house for them in the Roomies neighborhood, just because I also want to build a couple more starter homes. But just as I did with Willow Creek, I have filled one starter home with that single dad that I told you and we saw in a previous video, which I will also link for you up in the corner. You have a lot to catch up with if this is your first video. And so yeah, that was the first starter home that I usually fill, and then I build a couple other starter homes that are empty, just if for my personal gameplay, if I want to move a sim into that starter home, or if one day I'm gonna release a save file for you. This way you have a couple of houses that are empty and you can move your sim straight in there. Then one lot is gonna stay empty, and that's gonna be in the Calientes neighborhood. The last lot is gonna stay empty. Then we have two more lots for Oasis Springs. One is gonna be also in the Roomies neighborhood, and it's gonna be for a big family. Just because I want the world to feel a little more populated, and I want to fill it with children, teens, and toddlers. So I'm probably gonna make a big family with like 2 parents, maybe 1 teen, a couple children, and 1 toddler, so a family of 6. So we're gonna build a big family house. And then the last lot we have, I believe, is the Rattlesnake Juice Bar, which I think I'm not gonna keep as a bar, because we already have a bar in the Lamacorn Club I built like 1 week ago, which I will also link for you in the corner of the screen now. So that makes it to 4 videos you have to watch. Good luck. And yeah, so I'm not gonna make it as a bar because we already have a bar in the club that I built. I may be gonna make it as a lounge bar, which it's a bit hypocritical of me, because I replaced the lounge bar in Oasis Springs with a karaoke bar, because I said the lounge bar is a bit useless. But honestly, what else could you put in there? I want to keep it as a Mediterranean style, because the whole commercial neighborhood is modern, but I want at least one build to feel like a little bit smaller, a little bit more historical. Maybe it was there from the beginning, and then the rest of the commercial neighborhood came up to life. So I think I'm gonna make it as a lounge bar, but we will see. When I go into that lot and I look at the list of community lots that are available, I will make my decision. Because in the commercial neighborhood we now have a club, we have a karaoke bar, we will get an emporium, we also have a restaurant in another neighborhood, we have a spa instead of a park. And I don't want to build a park for Oasis Springs, because I already said it, I don't think a park makes that much sense in a desert. And also I already got a kids park more or less in the Roomies neighborhood, because they have like the jungle gym, and I think in that neighborhood there is also a grill. So basically that's all you need for a park, and I don't want to build a park for Oasis Springs. We already have one for Willow Creek, which I like a lot, and it makes much more sense because that's a more lush world, and Oasis Springs is not. So it makes more sense to be a little less family friendly in my opinion. So yeah, we will see what the last slot is gonna be. But yeah, these are the plans for our Oasis Springs rebuild series. And in the meantime, we have basically finished all of the exterior. You saw it coming together. Unfortunately, I did not have that much choice with outdoor activities because the base game is really lacking in outdoor activities. So I just put a grill, a picnic table, and then I used a lot of activities from Cats and Dogs and Seasons. You can see the swing set. I also put the pet training truck. What else did I put? I put a flower arranging table. I put a couple of planters so your Sims can do some gardening. I am noticing now while I do the kitchen that I put some pet bowls. I did not put a pet bed in this house. That's like an issue for me because I don't usually build houses with pets in mind. So maybe I see the bowl and I say, oh yes, let's do a pet. And then I completely forget about the existence of that pet. So sorry, your pet is not gonna have a bed to sleep on, but I don't even think your pets need a bed to sleep on. They can just sleep on the floor or on the couch. If they are a cat, they can even sleep on your Sims beds. So it's not super necessary for your pet to survive, but it would have been nice for me to add a pet bed. But c'est la vie, c'est la vie. You will see me make a lot of mistakes in this house because I think I forget that I placed rooms more than once, and then I have to find a place for them, like for them to fit, so I have to rearrange the whole room. I think this happens now when I am trying to place a fireplace, then I realize, oh yeah, I need to put an archway. And then I also completely forget that I need to make space for a bathroom. So I furnished the whole dining room slash office. It's not really an office, it's just a desk with a computer. But yeah, when I finished with the room, I'm like, oh, there's this empty room that I wanted to turn into a bathroom. And now what? And now we have to furnish it. So we have to rearrange the whole room. And maybe it happens also upstairs. Maybe not. I think I'm pretty good at putting doors everywhere they need to go. But yeah. So yeah, that's the exterior mainly. I don't think I put anything else. I put like a chess table in the front and a sitting area. Again, the base game does not offer that much choice, and even Cats and Dogs and Seasons, yes, of course, they have a lot of activities added to them, but in terms of actual items, you don't have that much choice. So even building a house this big, you kind of struggle on how to furnish it. Even with the rooms, the bedrooms I created, there is not much choice to match colors or to match furniture or to make the house a little more unique. So you end up having to use sets, so like the matching bed and bedside tables and dressers, which is not really my vibe, and even interior designers suggest you not to use sets because it doesn't make a space feel elevated. So yeah, but in this case I had to use some sets or like reuse items, which makes sense for some items like bathrooms. You probably would furnish your bathrooms the same way all throughout the house, and that's why you don't see any bathrooms neither in the screenshots nor in the actual speed build, because bathrooms are boring and I did not put that much effort into it. I just copied and pasted the same pieces of furniture with a slightly different layout. So yeah, it's not that exciting. I just cut it out for you. You don't need to see it. But yeah, as I said, it makes sense to reuse some items for certain rooms, but like even me having to reuse some side tables or bedside tables, it's not really something I wanted to do, but I kinda had to do it. Even pieces of art, I had to reuse the same piece of art in different swatches just because I had literally nothing else to put in the room. Even mirrors, I think I used the same mirrors over and over again. So it's not the most exciting house in terms of furnishing, but I think it turned out really cute, and it makes sense for people who don't own all of the packs. I usually don't want to limit myself when I build in terms of packs, just because I want to be able to be fully creative as much as I can, and therefore I will use all of the packs. Which, speaking of, I think halfway through the video you will see my build menu turning yellow in some parts, and that's because while I was filming it, I filmed it over the course of 2 different days. In the meantime, we got the 2 new kits, which are the Simtimate kits and the, what's the name of the bathroom clutter kit, and that's why you see some yellow things. Those are the items from the bathroom clutter kit, which of course I did not use for this build, and by filtering it I didn't have the chance to actually unlock those items and show them as already viewed, so you will keep seeing the yellow menu, but it's not that important. My opinion on those kits, I think I will make a short on that, but honestly I am not super excited for any of those kits. It makes sense to add a kit about underwear because we don't have that much underwear in the game at the moment. However, I don't think you would use underwear that much. Like, yes, you do use it for sleepwear. We do have some more choices for sleepwear, but I don't necessarily make my Sims sleep in underwear, never. Just because in the category itself of like sleepwear, when things are tagged as sleepwear, I only see like sweaters or like, how are they called? Not gym shorts, like joggers. Are they called joggers? Like the pants made specifically for the gym. I think they're called joggers, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so I don't see underwear usually, so I forget it even is an option for Sims to use. But maybe the Sims team has tagged those items properly, and hopefully I will use them more. Now for the bathroom clutter kit, I do despise some items. For example, the hair dryer. The cord on the air dryer is super flat, which I hate, and a lot of the items are very, very low poly, which I understand the Sims team wanted to prioritize performance, and in this way, if you prioritize performance, you will make the items low poly, because those are small items, you're not gonna zoom in on them. But we all started raving about kits because they were, even though they were expensive and not worth the price, at least the quality of the items was super, super good. And now that's not the case anymore for these 2 kits. So personally, I would not advise you to buy any of those 2 kits because, okay, maybe the underwear clutter, the Simtimates, so the underwear kit, can maybe be useful to add some sleepwear, but honestly I think you can do with what we have already as sleepwear. And the bathroom clutter kit, a lot of the items are not even that useful, so yeah, it doesn't really make much sense for you as a player to purchase those kits. But yeah, I think we finished also the upstairs. You can see I put 3 bedrooms, a master bedroom with an ensuite bathroom, and then 2 kids rooms. So one is more like pinkish and girlish, and the other one is more like nature themed. Again, base game and Cats and Dogs and Seasons do not offer that much variety, so I couldn't really theme the kids' room so much, but I think in the end the house turned out really cute. So I think now screenshots should be coming up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, to like, comment, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Remember also to follow me on Instagram. I am plumbobd with an underscore over there, and also follow me on TikTok. I am plumbobd, same as YouTube, and over there I post some interesting content. Now I'll catch you all in my next speed build. Goodbye!